Hello guys and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. If you could like, share and subscribe, that would be fantastic guys. But today we are here to talk about Liverpool and to basically ask the question, how good are Liverpool and Klopp? They've started the season on fire. Obviously you guys that are Liverpool fans will know that you didn't have the best of pre-season. But yeah, Liverpool have started on the season very well. I thought I'd do a quick video because they're top of the Premier League, top of the English Football League as we know it. So I thought it was only fair that I do a quick vid to go over a few things Liverpool. I watched the game earlier and Liverpool, obviously you guys that watch Liverpool more than I do, but I do watch them occasionally because they're fantastic to watch under Klopp. But yeah, Liverpool look awesome. And they don't even look like they've got into first gear yet. You know, they look so good. The rhythm, the movement in the team is just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, of course, guys. There's spells. Every club, every team has spells where they go. Shall we say, let the foot off the gas a little bit during the course of a game, but considering Liverpool are arguably not even clicking into first gear yet, you know, they're getting results, getting the job done, and every game that goes by, possibly with the exception of the Super Cup game, they look like they're improving and getting stronger. And the reason I point out the Super Cup game is because they got the job done, which is what winning teams do, you know. But obviously, those of you that watch Liverpool quite regular, and I do watch them enough to know that basically Liverpool could play better than they did in the Super Cup. But they still got the job done. They've got it over the line one way or the other, and that is what winning teams do. They get the job done. They grind it out and do what is necessary to get some sort of result to keep progressing forward. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you think that Liverpool, clicking into first gear or already, or just starting to show the signs? But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're showing the signs of it. But I'd love to know what you guys think. So yeah, basically a few notes I've made to go over about Liverpool. Obviously they got a 3-0 win tonight against Burnley, which makes it 13 wins in a row. So that's absolutely fantastic. Apparently, so I believe that's a club record with regards to all Liverpool teams. And obviously Liverpool have had some pretty fantastic teams over the years to put on the red shirt. So yeah, that's quite an achievement for Klopp and the boys at Liverpool. And I'll bet you Liverpool fans are absolutely bouncing. But the question is, can Liverpool sustain it this season and hold off Man City? Can they do that? Because at the minute, guys, it's looking like it's going to be between Liverpool and Manchester City for the title. Again, obviously, it's still plenty of games to go, and anything can happen, as we've seen in previous seasons. You know, teams can suddenly, go from playing absolutely awesome to just go off the boil a bit, and for 2, 3, 4 games. And that can be the difference. We know, we watch a lot of football. Most of us that are football fans watch our own clubs, but watch a lot of other football as well, of other teams. And we know that one thing that can happen is that teams can go off the boil and have a run of 2 or 3 bad games, and that can cost them the title. We've seen that happen with Liverpool a couple of times. And to be fair, it was very cruel the way it happened last season because, Liverpool pushed Manchester City, in my opinion, harder than any team up to now. It's since Manchester City have obviously been the team that we know they are today. So yeah, absolutely awesome things to say really with regards to Liverpool. It's obviously nice to have a club that's doing so well, but obviously, breaking from the norm, because Liverpool always been a big club, obviously, but in years gone by, they've had plenty of spells where they haven't been able to, compete at the top end of the league for one reason or another. But at the minute, they're coming back with a vengeance. And I've got to ask you guys, What do you think? Because I'm thinking personally the Liverpool fans are making a massive difference to the morale and the spirit of the team, of the players of Liverpool. You can see it, that the players, when they come out into Anfield, for example, you can see that they want to play in front of the Liverpool fans, and that's what we want to see as football fans. We want to see that players want to impress and want to play for the fans, yeah, and the shirt as well. But the fans, because the shirt is the fans, in my opinion. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. I every chance I get to watch anything Liverpool games, I try and watch, just because I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I just love the togetherness of the fans and the spirit and what's going on at Liverpool. And obviously that is all being led, arguably, I think it's the fans just as much as Klopp. But obviously Klopp is embracing the fans are embracing Klopp, and that is making Liverpool just, you know, absolutely awesome. And obviously if you're a fair fan, you know, and you have an open mind, you can't help not like Klopp. You just can't help it, because he might be managing a team that you might not like or whatever, but in my opinion he is such a likeable guy. So, you know, it's refreshing to see a coach embracing football and embracing the fans so much. I think it's absolutely fantastic that we, you know, we're lucky enough to see this in the Premier League, because, you know, I'm not going to mention any other names of other managers, but we know that some of the other managers can be a bit, you know, fiery, and Klopp could be fiery with the press occasionally. We've seen it, but overall he embraces everything about, you know, the fans and what the football passion, you know, the love for it that us as fans have, and it makes you feel a connection with him, in my opinion, which is like I say, I can't speak highly enough of Klopp. I think he is absolutely brilliant in today's game. Something we need to see more of. We need to see more managers showing his passion and showing that he is feeling the club that he is working for. Because, you know, nothing gets me more sometimes when you see some of these managers standing on the touchline with their suits on, and it's like, no, you know, you might be a professional guy, but, you know, a suit don't represent a football club, in my opinion. I think that coaches should be seen more in club colours, especially on the touchline. But I'd love to know what you guys think, but that's me personally. I think that when managers are on the touchline, they would feel more, that there would be more of a connection, in my opinion, with the fans and the coach, if the coach was in club colours. And we'd see it with Klopp so much, that he's wearing Liverpool caps, Liverpool tops, Liverpool coats. You know, he's so embracing of everything to do with Liverpool and the club and the fans, and that is so great to see. But like I said, I'd love to know what you guys think. It'd be very, very interesting to see if you guys agree with me. But obviously, you know, we know there's some other good managers out there, and I'm not saying there isn't. But for me personally, I don't want to see a manager in a suit on the touchline. I want to see a manager on the touchline in a club's colours. In some, whether it's a jacket, whether it's a cap, whatever it is, just in some sort of representative of the actual club that he's working for or she's working for. Because I think that in time, guys, we're probably going to see female managers come in, which I think potentially could make the game even more fascinating if it does happen one day. But yeah, that debate is for, or discussion, shall I say, is for another day. But yeah, I think definitely that's something we should be seeing more of for coaches, is managers or coaches, whatever they want to call themselves, wearing football colours of the club that they are working for, and instead of suits. But yeah, guys, so anyway, quick run through of one or two players that I thought I should highlight. Fabinho. What are you thinking about this guy? I am thinking he is absolutely awesome. He had a little bit of a rocky road when he first came in, not settling in, one or two niggling injuries and stuff. But overall, how can you not admire this lad? He's come in, he's new to the league, and he's you know, like I say, he had a bit of a iffy start, but when a player's not come into the league and played in this league, me personally, I think you need to give a player a season to adjust. I know it's not always suitable, but I think that we need to be a bit more open-minded as football fans to recognise that sometimes a player coming over here, learning a new language, not knowing the culture, that all this kind of things, and obviously having to move his family or whatever, I think that can affect, you know, how a player gets on in that first season. But I'd love to know what you guys think. But yeah, Fabinho has absolutely hit the ground running, in my opinion. He looks like he's made for Liverpool, and he's made such a difference in that midfield. And also it's meant that Henderson has been able to step his game up another level, because he's not having to play a position that's not natural to him, which is what he was having to do before. He was doing it and he was having a right go at it and he was having some success with it. But if you watch Liverpool enough, you know, not just with Liverpool, but with England, you know that position sitting, you know, as more of a defensive midfielder, it's not natural to him. He can do it and he's sting it, but he's hungry to go forward. And sometimes you in my opinion, you can't restrict a player like that. If a player wants to go forward, you've got to embrace it. You've got to let them go forward, because how do you win games if you don't let players go forward? And if they're brave enough to do it, when they, you know, we know that some players can do it and make mistake after mistake after mistake and completely, you know, get it wrong. But I think you should always embrace players that want to go forward, because that's what we want to see. We want to see good, fast, you know, competitive but attacking football. That's what we want to see. We want to see teams attacking each other and using the strengths that they've got within the team to give us, obviously, a better quality of game. But yeah, I think Fabinho's been a breath of fresh air for Liverpool. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know on that one. Leave your comments. So as I said, I did touch on Henderson. I think Henderson has improved immensely. I think he's stepped up to the plate in the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I know he's had 1 or 2 niggles of injuries and stuff like that along the way, but overall, I think he is absolutely awesome. And there was critics, come on guys, I remember a few years ago, there was fans criticising him, saying he weren't good enough and that, you know, he couldn't replace Steven Gerrard, etc., etc. But in my opinion, he was never brought in to really replace Steven Gerrard, because you can't replace Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard was Liverpool. You know, come on, guys, let's be honest. You know what I mean? So you can't replace him. But the best you can do is get a player that comes in and burdens some of the responsibility of what Stevie G used to burden for Liverpool in respect of his desire, his passion, the way he played it, and he led by example. And that was one thing that was crucial to Liverpool during Stevie G's time, because as we know, not all the players were necessarily vocal, and some, 1 or 2 that did come in and didn't work, and I won't mention no names, but 1 or 2 that did come in and didn't necessarily work, had too much to say, shall we say. So yeah, guys, but yeah, I think Henderson is doing really well for Liverpool. He's really stepped up, he's matured, and he is doing absolutely fantastic, and long may it continue, because obviously as an England fan, it's great for England if Henderson keeps showing the qualities he's doing for Liverpool, because that potentially could be taken into England games. But yeah, I'd love to, as I say, guys, I'd love to know what you think. Mane went off unhappy tonight. Obviously, it was questionable whether it was because he was being substituted or whether it was because of the pass that he didn't get from Mo Salah. And I watched Klopp's interview after the game, and Klopp said it was basically because it was nothing to do with the substitute. It was just, basically Mane letting off a bit of steam, shall we say. But yeah, the indications are, guys, and I'd love to know what you think on this, that he was basically had the ump because of obviously Mo Salah not passing the ball to him in the final third or whatever you saw. So I would love to know what you guys think, but I think that looked like it. I thought that it looked like he had the ump over that. And to be fair, I was listening before that on the stats that were saying Mo Salah has apparently got one of the best assists on the stats for Liverpool, which is obviously that goes in his favour. But yeah, I've watched Liverpool enough times to know there's times where it's like, should he make that pass? Should he pass to a teammate? You know, would Liverpool be getting 1 or 2 more goals if he passed? But then again, you have that attitude, but you also know that you want the forward, you want the forward players to be as attack-minded as possible and be a bit selfish, because that is good, obviously, for the team if they're scoring goals. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know what you think about the Mane situation. Front three and all, another point to make is that Liverpool playing so well and the front three have not had a pre-season as such. Has that been a good thing as well in a way? Because normally, obviously, we know coaches and managers don't want to necessarily have players missing for pre-season. They want to do as much prep as they can with the players, and obviously pre-season is the best time to do it. But yeah, it could be a blessing in respect of the players have not really switched off, you know, from their international duties and what have you during the summer, because obviously Firmino playing over in the South American tournament, and also Mane and Salah playing in Africa. So that obviously that's the front three. All on international duty over the summer. So has it benefited them? But will it even if it's benefited them, guys, is it going to be a problem later on in the season? Are any of them 3 players going to get fatigue or start to struggle for fitness because they're so tired and they played so many games without a proper break? It'd be interesting to know what you guys think of that one, because for me, that's definitely something that could be possible further down the line. And another point I want to make, guys, is also that Liverpool doing so well, and Naby Keita hasn't really had a chance to get firing yet. And I'm sure Klopp's going to want to get him in the team and get him firing on all cylinders. And hopefully we'll see that he gets some time on the ball this season and in the team, and gets to start showing us what he's got. Because I know I've seen plenty of clips on YouTube with regards to what he was doing before he came to Liverpool, and he looked fantastic doing it. So we just need to, and we've seen glimmers of it for Liverpool, to be fair. But I think we need to see more of it, and hopefully get him back in the team ASAP. Which would be absolutely great for Liverpool. Potentially there's a secret weapon there that's not being utilised just yet. So yeah, also just touch quickly on the goalkeeper. He's come in, he's had 1 or 2, you know, questionable moments, but only 1 or 2. Mainly last week, wasn't it? Was it against? I forget what game it was. There was a game. Which game it was? Now he made a mistake. Was it Norwich? I can't remember, guys. Let me know in the comments. I know there was one game where he made a mistake. But yeah, overall, I think he's been absolutely fantastic, considering he's not had a proper pre-season. I watched an interview with him where he said it's basically been a whirlwind. He got a phone call 2 days later. He's in a Liverpool shirt, and not long after that he's playing. You know, so. Bit overwhelmed maybe by how quick things have taken place, but he's doing okay. You know, early days, you've got to accept that there might be nervous occasions for him because he's still very new to Liverpool. But overall, I think he's doing absolutely fantastic, stepping in for Alisson while Alisson's injured. So yeah, guys, it's all fantastic and good for Liverpool. Let me know what you think in the comments. They're top of the league, sitting top of the league with 4 games played and 4 wins. So that's 12 points. And I believe Manchester City are sitting in second on 10 points. So still very early in the season, guys, but absolutely fantastic start from Liverpool, and looking like they've basically picked up where they left off last season. Which is a little bit of a surprise to 1 or 2, I'm sure, because they didn't have the best of pre-seasons. But yeah, absolutely awesome. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of in the comments below. It'd be interesting to know what you guys are thinking. Thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully you'll join me on another video, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, bye.